Hello there. My name is Rob, and I am the only developer on ATOYO, A Tavern of Your Own. This game is a passion project I created roughly 2 years ago. It was inspired by my Dungeons and Dragons campaign with my friends, where after a certain amount of time, it felt necessary for the players to have a home, a place they could go to where they could relax, where they could post up trophies or work on their in-game hobbies or develop skills to assist them later in game. And that ended up becoming a thing called the Keyhole Inn. I took that concept of this tavern that was abandoned and they took over and turned it into their own little home and turned it into this game. The game is not done in any way, shape, or form right now. It is currently a work in progress. It's early access in September 27th. On September 27th, my apologies. And for the most part, it's in a functional, playable state. There are a couple little bugs right now that I need to work on to improve things, but for the most part, the game is playable. The main point of this game is decorating the tavern. There are a couple minor tavern managerial style mechanics. After you reach a certain popularity level, NPCs will start spawning and will start entering your tavern to purchase food from you. They will sit down in a chair, they will buy or ask to buy some kind of food from your cooking pot back here, which I will clean this up later on in the future. They'll ask to buy something, so you cook your general stuff. You can just make cooked pork, chicken, steak, or seared veggies, and then you can make a stew out of each of those. The cooking will upgrade later on to include curries and pasta and actual foods, not just stews. This is just tier 1. Tier 1 is what I'm considering early access. If you come outside the tavern, there's currently no sounds. They implement sounds still. You can purchase items and sell items to the merchant here. You can purchase foods from the merchant, and you can unlock new decorative items. You currently start the game with a small selection of items. You have one table. You have 2 types of chairs. You have 3 plates. You have 3 bowls, which I think are in the tableware. This is also a little bug I need to fix. Now let's go over here. Come on. You have 1 fork and 1 knife, as well as 2 cups. They're just slightly different. And 4 different candles. That's your starting arrangement. See, we found an NPC already. They've sat down and they will eventually settle on a food. That is another bug I need to fix. But eventually it will settle. Yeah, see? He wants a veggie stew. And this one, what do you want? You want chicken stew. So I think it has something to do with the chair, but I'll fix that later on. Now, one of the big things about decoration games is, and see, this guy's going to patrol. So there's no chairs available. He will patrol until a chair is available. One of the big things about decoration games is moving things once you set them down. So I can actually select the whole table and move it, which does cause visual bugs like this, but it's something I can work on. So I can actively go, hey, I want to move this candle over here, but then I also want to move the table again. So let's move the table to here. So the table has been moved. And again, the visual bugs, sometimes the objects will be like, hey, this is where I belong, and sometimes it'll be like, hey, I don't belong here. So I need to fix out why that's happening. You just notice an NPC left, very unhappy that I did not have the food for them, which made chairs become available, which means you should be able to sit on a chair, but that might be another bug I have to fix. These are little tiny things. This right here, the NPCs not being able to find these chairs right away, that's a little tiny bug. I can fix that in probably 15 minutes, maybe an hour if it's actually kind of complicated. This one might take a little bit longer, but it's a visual bug. It's not really that much of a problem because you can actually just pick up and replace the items to get them back to where they're supposed to be. Come on, I know you want to be there. Oh my god, why aren't you moving? That's such a weird little bug. I don't know why that's happening. Oh, the day's almost over. That's why. So something that happens currently, if I just play the game the way it is, the end of day fade will pop up, and that's actually not supposed to happen. That's something that can't happen until the end of the day actually begins. So there we go. So yeah, it seems to be just certain weird interactions with items. Be like, hey, this isn't supposed to be here. This fork just won't move. That is such an interesting little bug. I don't know why that's happening. Did the fade come back on? No. That's another one. I don't understand where that bug's coming from, but I'm always finding little bugs. So that's basically the current setup you have for your items you can put down. And now there are other things you can do. So you can rotate items, but you can also spin them this way. That will facilitate players' creativity. I intended to limit that to just wall decor. The sunlight's getting a little funky. I intended to limit that to just wall decor, but it kind of functions on everything. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, maybe that'll be an interesting way for people to use the building mechanics. Maybe they'll find unique and cool ways to use those to create amazing and unique styles for their tavern. So I'm going to leave it in. And if it doesn't get used that crazily, I'll probably just fix it the way it's supposed to be. But for right now, it's not a bug, it's a feature. And yeah, that's basically the start of the game. You have, there it is, the image came on. You also have access to all of these, that's got to change, I got to fix that. All of these armors and weapons and a couple broken shields and a deer antler mounting and some boxes and barrels, a wall torch, a chandelier. I will quickly give myself access to each of these, and we will go from there. So if I go to the inventory objects, inventory, I need to give myself one of at least everything. So let's go to... Oh yeah, we have broken bottles. I forgot about the broken bottles. 1 second. At the start, you also have access to 3 different styles of broken bottles. These will cycle through 5 different colors. They'll either be yellow, pink, green, blue, or red. And it'll just cycle through as you select them. So right now, for some reason, it's primarily deciding to pick pink. I don't know why it does that from time to time, but it does. And eventually you will get a different color. But sometimes it's just like, yeah, we're going to predominantly be this one. So that's just how that works. It's not what I would like to have happen, but it's the way it's working. Again, it's not a bug, it's a feature. So yeah, I kind of wanted to pop in here and give you a tutorial on things. I don't know why I'm at -1 popularity. I should be way higher, unless these are reducing popularity. No, they are. Every single time I delete an object, it reduces my popularity. That's weird. I don't know why that's happening. That's a new bug. Anyways, I'm going to go because I apparently have a lot of bugs to fix. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game. It's been a passion project I've been working on for the last year, 2 years. And it's taught me so much that once I have the early access finished, I can start working on making the game the way I really want it to be, with unique tavern layouts, with the ability to upgrade your tavern, with the ability to send out adventurers eventually, to go yourself if you want to go get goods, to upgrading your cooking stations, to upgrading the merchant, to becoming so popular, nobility start coming towards your tavern, and you become this hub of just craziness in your area. So there's a lot of pie in the sky dreams with ATOYO, and for the moment, we're achieving them. But we'll see how it goes after early access. So thank you so much for watching. I shall see you later. Have a good day, and goodbye.